Hey guys, Shamrock here. I wanted to first off thank you guys all for all the support from the first video. If you guys could, whenever you watch the video, just hit the like button down there, and if you want to subscribe so you can see all the new videos that I'm coming out with too in the days to come. My plan for this series, I didn't really hit on what my plans were in the first video, but my plans are, to kind of maybe do a video every day, every other day, or something like that. As I'm playing the game on server 11, I'll video a few things that I feel like are important, and then I'll throw them all together in this little series. And yeah, if you guys could just like videos, subscribe to me if you want to see what else is to come, and if you guys have ideas for other videos, maybe like an advanced tutorial or advanced videos for those who kind of already have an understanding of the game and want to get to that next level. I'm absolutely, I can do that too. If you have any questions, just ask. Any questions about the game, just ask in the comments, or hit me up online. And if I don't have the answer right away, I've got a lot of people in my alliance who are smarter than I am about this game, and I can ask them. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video for today. Hello YouTube, Shamrock again. So just finished that first part of the video a few hours ago, and figure it's about time to start part two. I just got done posting the video, and you guys seem to be liking it pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on part two. So what we're gonna do today is we're just gonna keep on following quests. I'm gonna give you guys some more advice and tips and whatnot on how to play Immortal Conquest and how to get ahead early on and all that good stuff. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just trying to maximize the number of level 2 plots I have. So I'm ranging 2 groups of gyros that can easily take level 2s, no problem. In fact, very soon I should be able to take a level 3, hopefully. Let's see. Let's check out some of these reports just to give you guys an idea of what it takes to take a level 2. So, like, pretty minimal losses with Ippitus and Helios. Ippitus did 272 normal damage plus 69 skill damage, and then Helios 155 damage and then 218 skill damage. Just so you guys know what that is, the regular damage is how much damage to do with normal attacks, and then skill damage is obviously the amount of damage they did with the skills that you put on or you applied to them. Yeah, not too many losses. Also, kind of break down what loss versus wounded mean. If you have a troop that is lost, that is the total number of troops that you lost during that battle, and then wounded is a portion of that lost group. That when you make it back to the city, they basically go back into your army for free. You don't have to conscript them or anything. So in reality, the total number of troops I will have to reconscript for Ippitus is, what is that? Is that 8 troops? And then for Helios, the total number of troops I will have to reconscript is 21. So just to kind of give you guys an idea of what those numbers mean. Alright, let's check out some of these quests. Alright, so soldiers getting up to increase total soldiers of any troop to 1,400. That's something I'm gonna have to wait until Gia, actually no, I guess they did level up. I just need to conscript them to 1,400 troops, and I'll complete that quest. Alright, so I need to clear tutorial drill X. So where that is under drill. Earlier in between videos, I went ahead and completed the first 3 portions of the drill. So let's move on to the next one. So let's see, just honestly, it doesn't really matter as long as you have the skills to do it. I would throw in a legendary and a epic against them all. The type bonus kind of. I don't know. For me, I've never had problems with it. I mean, I've heard people who are like, man, I can't complete the drills. And I know for me, I've never really had a problem with it. But I do believe that's because I level up my skills. So the key to completing any of the drills is having high level skills. It doesn't matter what level your gyro is, it matters what level this skill is here. Since this is a level 5, it's a lot stronger than it was just level 1. And that's why these guys are like, it's just like I'm cutting through these drills with no problems. I say that and I just drew. Alright, let's knock this one out. So, I'll come back and finish this. Actually, well, no, there's only a few left until I have to wait another 7 hours. Yeah, but really, like, as you can tell, I'm not even worried about what the matchups are, because it just comes down to the skill level of your gyros in that group that is going into battle on the drills. It's kind of nice that on the new global servers, that in season 1, that your legendary and epic pools, they start with level 5 and level 3 skills. Kind of gets you guys at a little bit of an advantage. So we've completed all the way up to tutorial, what is that, 8 now. And then we have to wait another 8 hours to complete the last 2. Never really understood why they did that. It's kind of annoying in my opinion, but oh well. Well, rate us, dude. I've rated you guys like 10 times. 5 stars out of 5, though. Alright, let's continue taking down these level 2 lands. That's good. I needed some iron. I'm kind of low on iron. Now, I think I may have hit a little bit on the last video about this. Kind of the breakdown of what resources are used for. Buildings use lumber, iron, and stone to kind of just, make sense. Kind of keep to it. Archers, they use a majority of lumber and food. With a little bit of iron, still a little bit. Horsemen, they use a majority of iron and food with a little bit of lumber. And then infantrymen use a solid mixture of lumber, iron, and food. And I guess I should, say, just for those of you who don't know, when I say an archer, if you look in the bottom left hand, oop, what just happened there? Just like wigged out on me. If you look in the bottom left corner here, there's a bow and arrow, and that means that unit is an archer unit. On this card, you look in the bottom right hand corner, there's a horse or a horse head, which means that he's a cavalry unit. And then also under here for Bedivere in the bottom right hand corner, there is a sword and shield, which means that this unit is an infantryman. So the way the breakdown works is cavalry is strong against infantry, infantry is strong against archers, and archers are strong against cavalry. So again, I had a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm still kind of new to the video making process, so hopefully I can begin to learn to stop messing this up. But as I was saying, some other good notes or things to know about gyro cards and what the symbols and the numbers mean. So this number next to the bow and arrow, or if it's a cavalry unit, the horse head, or infantry unit, the sword and shield, the number next to it is the unit's range. And what this means is, whenever you place a gyro in a troop, here I'll give you guys a little better visual aid. Whenever you place a gyro in a troop, if the gyro has a range of 3, you would count 3 spaces in front of it. So 1, 2, and then imagine if you're facing another set of gyros, 3 right here. So that means Gia can attack cards that are within 3 cards of her. And then likewise with Koius, he can attack cards that are 2 in front of him. So, and then also, obviously, unless you have, I believe it's Confusion or Chaos on as a skill, and you attack a card, your card will never attack its own teammates. Even if you have a range 1 in the very back, it just, what will happen is when it comes time to battle, it will just say there are no enemy units within range of your cards, which is not very smart to do, because obviously you don't do any damage. So it's a waste. And then finally, something to kind of keep an eye on a card is in the bottom left-hand corner, there's what looks like, I guess it's a little flame symbol or emblem, whichever, and then there's a number next to it. The number next to it is the cost of the gyro. So if you look here in the top left corner here, it shows cost. So since Gia's cost is 2.5 and Koius' cost is 2.5, when you add them together, they're a total cost of 5. And with my current government hall level, with my current government hall level, I can only have up to a 6 cost. So that's something to keep in mind when you're building your teams. What are your costs? What are the costs of the gyro? How do they add up? Can I make that team? Can I not? And so on. And the goal is just try to make as strong a team as possible, as strong of a team as possible, with the right amount of cost. So let's go ahead and quickly conscript these dudes. Complete that quest. Nice. Occupy a level 3 land. A little iffy on this, but I'm going to go ahead and just attack this land here. Hopefully I don't wreck myself, but you know, it's been known to happen before, especially with 1,400 troops going up against 19. I think it was 1,900 troops. Honestly, though, with Gia being a legendary and Helios being an epic, I should be alright. Alright, let's see what other quests we have to complete. Gyro Trial. Let's go. This is a newer quest. This didn't used to be on the games. But what this basically teaches you is that... see, I don't actually have these cards. But what this is trying to teach you, this quest is trying to teach you, is that legendaries are stronger than epics. So you can have 3 legendaries versus 3 epics, and the legendaries will win 9 times out of 10. And then let's check the report. It wants us to check it. Yeah, judging from these results, it's clear to see that higher rarity gyros are more likely to win and will suffer fewer losses. Let's move on to the next battle. I believe this one is the enemy gyro only have their default skills and have not learned others. What the point of this is to show you that having more skills that are leveled means your gyros do more damage. That's the purpose of this portion of this tutorial. As you can tell, it's victory pretty easy and very minimal losses too. So this is like one of those quests where they kind of just throw a coin your way. Yep, got it. Oh man, looks like we drew it. Let's see what the damage is. I may send my Epitus and Helios group at it just to kind of clear it. Actually, it doesn't really look like it's necessary to do that. I don't want to waste any stamina. So instead, I will just continue taking level 2s with my group. They seem to be doing alright. Alright, another key to this game is constantly looking at your map and just kind of surveying your surroundings and really getting an understanding of where everything is on the map. So, I mean, I'm looking up here. I've got a bunch of rivers around me, which is not a good thing. I say this because that means I'm kind of jam-packed in here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players, all like crammed in next to me. So that means there's going to be a lot of competition for resources. So really, the goal is to expand as fast as possible, and you basically have to be a parasite. You're going to have to take tiles, you're going to have to steal tiles, you're going to have to... Because in the end, it's you got to be ahead next... You got to be higher up than the guy to your left and your right, or else you will be taken down, and it's not good. So that's why these guys, they, I don't know if they're new or what, but they don't seem to be expanding a whole lot. So I wonder if they just don't know a whole lot about the game or what. But I believe I am the only one who's expanded out a bunch. But, you know, I'm not really complaining, so. Oh, another really good resource to use is the game wiki. When I first started playing this game, I read the entire game wiki. You know, everything it had to offer, I read it. And it just gives you a little more base knowledge. You know, so you're not that guy in world chats like, hey, how many troops do I need to take a level 2? You know, it's simple. You could just go to game wiki. You click on, what is it? Might be under recommended. No, tips maybe. No, arrow, no. I don't know. Maybe the game wiki updates, but I remember the game wiki used to influence this later. Maybe it's that one. No. Anyways, on the game wiki, it used to give different information, which was nice. Oh, look at that. All these people want me in their alliance now. That's nice. But the game wiki is just it's a good resource that the game offers, and it's definitely needed. It gives you a little bit of more insight on how the game works. Alright, so right now I'm just kind of at one of those times in the game where it's a lot more grinding. In the first few hours of the game, there's going to be a lot of grinding. What I mean by grinding is you just have to constantly go for higher level tiles, and you're constantly just taking tiles, dropping tiles, taking tiles, dropping tiles. So, you know, as I was hitting on earlier, you need to really just read the your surroundings and just take a bunch of plots. So with that, I will go ahead and end this.